I'm in so deep, and I barely know how to play. Aye. Professor X at its best. There comes a time in every man's life where he must take a stand for the truth, the people, and the movement. There has not been a movement where the leader has not suffered for the cause. Fahrenheit Hour. First Degree The D.E. 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 Fahrenheit Hour. Radio.com. Superior of Fahrenheit Schlumpage. Along with OG Fahrenheit Perspective, you feels alright. Part 3 of the series, so I'm exuberated, but at the same time I'm exhausted and I'm not happy that it's the end, but it's the climax in the end. My name is First Degree The D.E. You done tuned into the special series, Code 187 from Above the Law, been kicking knowledge with us. You know, spreading it worldwide, that's what we is. Talking about the black situation, Sterling, the majors, all that. So, if you just catching it on 3, make sure you go back to 1 and 2. We're gonna move forward. Pretty much the Fahrenheit situation is getting you information, information to make your situation better and develop folks' consciousness. It's been good to go back with Code 187. And first of all, it's good that he knew who I was and what we was doing here and wanted to be part of this. I appreciate that. And, you know, all the way back from when Dr. Dre was biting him, NWA days. It's good to have him on, so I want to thank him in advance for this. Let's get to it. First Degree The D.E. sprinkled with a little bit of Brother Lynch. Underbelly Mangy Society. From the Fahrenheit Collectible, Brother Lynch and First D.E. album.
Where you at, D.E.? Where you at, D.E.? I frequent the ghetto, enjoying strength, hustling truths. I dash through suburb, all fresh biddies and fruits. I pray to the Lord in an aggressive manner, but they label me extreme with my verbiage inventor. Don't ask with a thumper, cause I'm packing it. Hanging with choice biddy, with progressiveness immaculate. Life is a trip, pursue it. Get yourself in position where you can view it. You motherfucking hungry and concerned about your life. Absorb my record when dealing with stress, drama, and strife. Self-side nigga, what? Street gleam, fresh to EG, reason for being. I have most darkest of union. You might find amusing if you like dark angels, power and bruising. First Degree The D.E. Southside, SHE. Doing to be. I'm on newspaper and TV. I own live human being. Street promo for D.E. and to satisfy my TV. You've been with me for years. My job as your poet is to bring you the world through my eyes as I know it, and you love me for that. So I stay in the street, digging my cleat, never cheat. The Mangy Society, no containees inside of me. First Degree The D.E. got your speakers on slam. People's chanting on my voice amp. Underbellious, Mangius, Society of the Dangerous. I know in this world out there, God God's forever for me, but I'm back in the hood with all her glory. While the hoods and streets know of my credential, I scrape through the ghetto, dubs on the rental. While the suburbs bump my slump like what? I'm hanging with rich dude inside rich girl butt. I rocks the mic for my future grandson. He'll know Grandpa D.E. was a son of a gun. I bust these busts for the people of now, roaming this world, yearning for know-how. The light rail's coming all the way to the south now. No more excuses to not get up and get out. Psychosomatic, heartbreak entertainer, Mr. Automatic, life path explainer, gangsta fanatic, so tragic, let him have it. Now then one encore to give you the funk, street perspective, what I'm on for. I'm recruiting you now, these are the last hour. Obsessed with D.E. Enjoy his biddies, music, and power.
was First Degree The D.E. with a little bit of Brother Lynch. Underbelly Mange sauce I out there. From the Fahrenheit Collectibles, Brother Lynch and First DE album. Swooped the whole collection on the
It
digital.
didn't make people do shit. It just makes people think conscious, think rebel, think against the grain. Now it's all about momentary bullshit. Pop, drink, big, turn up, pop big,
and that affects. That's influence.
Everything is about that now. It's not about nothing else.
And that's
nothing that's not threatening. You feel me?
That's exactly right.
Threaten anybody.
That is exactly right. And I'm a teacher. I'm a continuation math teacher. I tell my students this often. I talk about y'all all the time. Is the thought, just the thought you guys put behind what you were saying, compared to the thought now is no thought. It's the same things regurgitated, but it's no thought, no purpose.
Everything is about everything that, see, when we were making back in the days when hip hop was, and it's not really back in the days because hip hop is barely 30, 40 years old, maybe, it's not even an old school form of music yet. You know what I mean? So, in the beginning of in the prototype of hip hop, what it was about is expressing from your point of view. And like, for instance, if you look, when we were coming up in hip hop and there were pop records were always formulated to do what? Knock piss Target off, knock piss Doritos off, knock piss Coca-Cola off.
Yeah.
So when hip hop came along, that's why a group like NWA could sell records like that without having radio, because it was about the music and the kids going to the music, because they knew that they couldn't play it because Target was going to get pissed off. So you knew you're going to get the commercial bullshit, that commercial radio. Think about it. Commercial, think about the word. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah. It's about the ads. It's about, you know what I'm saying? You wasn't going to break when they did that. That's when they created the mix shows. Why they created the mix shows? Because it was something that they could benefit off from somewhere in the afternoons, in the evening, drive time, in the evening, mix shows, that kind of shit. They could benefit from hip hop at that point, because that's when the more youth was listening to radio. That's when. So guess what? When the youth is listening to the radio, what can they do? They can sell their products to the youth now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All day long, when you at work, you don't want to hear, I'm talking. You don't want to hear that. But when you when the kids come home from school, and the kids in college, get out of class, they want to hear play on the song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they playing that.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
All of it is a systematic thing, dog. For money, it's a business. You see? You have to realize, so now when you look at everything, what is everything about? Turn up, turn up, turn up. Everything is about turn up. Guess why? Because it doesn't offend nobody and piss nobody off.
Yeah.
It's a party.
Yeah.
Everything is about a party, whether it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon or 12:30 at night.
The party.
It doesn't rattle no cages.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect nobody. Oh, that's just a party. We at the party. We having fun and we're turning up. Pop the Molly. Don't even know they talking about, I don't know. They think Molly is a drink. Who knows? They don't know.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You don't rattle the cages, welcome to Target.
Huh?
You don't rattle cages, welcome to Target.
Right, exactly. Welcome to Walmart. Welcome to this. Welcome to that. Buy 7-Up. You ain't rattling no cage.
Damn.
Hip hop in the beginning rattled too many cages. That's why it never was on the radio. It offended too many people.
Yes. Yes.
Radio is based upon advertising.
Yes. Back in the beginning, though, before Bill Clinton passed the law about controlling radio and how the whole paying the radio, y'all was on the radio. The ones who rattled cages was on the radio at some point.
Yeah, because they could benefit from it, because it got so big to where people with their products, they would take ads out doing the hip hop because they knew they could target the hip hop audience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just said it. First Degree, I just said it. That's why I was like that.
Yeah.
I don't care who's first or who
We got
last.
United Nations. Get to know about it. Coming with the single Masked Men from the United Nations album.
Masked men, about to take y'all sucker spots, we ain't asking. United Nation giving headaches with the aspirin. Ain't nothing changed, cats acting, and I'm laughing.
Jokes on you, Jack.
We the masked men, about to take y'all sucker spots, we ain't asking. United Nation giving headaches with the aspirin. Ain't nothing changed, cats acting, and I'm laughing. We the masked men, about to take y'all sucker spots, we ain't asking. United Nation giving headaches, here's the aspirin. Ain't nothing changed, cats acting, and I'm laughing.
Jokes on you, Jack.
We the masked men, about to take y'all sucker spots, we ain't asking. United Nation giving headaches, here's the aspirin. Ain't nothing changed, cats acting, and I'm laughing.
I wrote this to put weak MCs on notice. We not all about beats, rhyming needs to be the focus. United Nations, welcome to our opus. Do or die, we some pole pimps. If it ain't making dollars, then it ain't making sense. I write about what I represent, that's money and intelligence. I'm the answer to your ignorance. Black and militant, we kill everything that's illegitimate. No tolerance for the fake. We speak the truth over tracks with bass. You wanna run your mouth and say it to our face. We hold it down for the West Coast Golden State. Put your hands up, it's time to celebrate. Take it back to the 90s when my side used to dominate. Crucial point in mathematics, we some hip hop heavyweights. So get it straight, yeah.
Masked men, about to take y'all sucker spots, we ain't asking. United Nation giving headaches with the aspirin. Ain't nothing changed, cats acting, and I'm laughing.
Jokes on you, Jack.
We the masked men, about to take y'all sucker spots, we ain't asking. United Nation giving headaches, here's the aspirin. Ain't nothing changed, cats acting, and I'm laughing. We the masked men, about to take y'all sucker spots, we ain't asking. United Nation giving headaches, here's the aspirin. Ain't nothing changed, cats acting, and I'm laughing.
Jokes on you, Jack.
We the masked men, about to take y'all sucker spots, we ain't asking. United Nation giving headaches, here's the aspirin. Ain't nothing changed, cats acting, and I'm laughing. You ain't graduated, check the Falcon on my Letterman. Me and CP, for the win, nobody better than. Before the streets decoded my verse, I rewrote it. And stood atop the mountain, I expect to be quoted. My words are Asiatic with a heavy dose of Africa. Mike stroke of elegance, the hammers like I'm Gallagher. My favorite show on TV now is Battlestar Galactica. Earth is kinda cool, but I'm vacationing on Caprica. See you in 100 years, I'm laughing right back at ya. Zombies run the ghetto and the neighborhood is Attica. Say your prayers, scrap, I go for blood like Dracula. Styles crazy kicking, watch me flip 'em with a spatula. Math teaching class again, you suckers still in algebra. We the frontliners, never posing for the camera. United is to rapping what Godzilla is to Gamera, with beats to keep you nodding till it cracks your fracking scapula.
Better rock this.
We about to take y'all sucker spot.
Jokes on you, Jack. Jokes on you, Jack. Jokes on you. Rock this. Jokes on you.
We about to take y'all sucker spot.
Jokes on you, Jack.
Masked men, about to take y'all sucker spots, we ain't asking. United Nation giving headaches with the aspirin. Ain't nothing changed, cats acting, and I'm laughing.
Jokes on you, Jack.
We the masked men, about to take y'all sucker spots, we ain't asking. United Nation giving headaches, here's the aspirin. Ain't nothing changed, cats acting, and I'm laughing. We the masked men, about to take y'all sucker spots, we ain't asking. United Nation giving headaches, here's the aspirin. Ain't nothing changed, cats acting, and I'm laughing.
Jokes on you, Jack.
We the masked men, about to take y'all sucker spots, we ain't asking. United Nation giving headaches, here's the aspirin. Ain't nothing changed, cats acting, and I'm laughing.
That was the new Fahrenheit crew, bringing hip hop back. United Nations, coming with the single Masked Men from the United Nations album. Long live real rap.
Now they figured out, now bigger companies have figured out how can we get all these people on there all day. As long as we don't piss off the advertisers, they'll pay it. They'll play it.
Yeah.
As long as they don't scare the shit out of the advertisers, they don't care.
Yeah. And the truth,
you know, it all made common sense when you know.
and sometimes, and the truth Scares the shit out of them, rattles the cages.
And if I was telling the truth, and hundreds of millions of people will follow me, guess what they would do? Give me a record deal.
Yeah, definitely. Damn. And
You know
they
what
would
I mean?
alter your truth.
I was telling the truth, and everybody would follow me, they'd give me a record deal.
And they would try to control your truth.
There you go. That's all it's about. Or benefit from my truth.
Yeah.
That's it. Benefit from my truth. They're not even control it. They're just trying to benefit from my truth. And the minute they can't benefit from it, they're on to the next. And they can't slip their little innuendos in and their little agendas in through your truth. They through with you.
Damn.
You know. They kicked Arsenio Hall off TV for 20-something years for bringing a man on there telling the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So, about it. You know, you know, the thing about the minister, you know, the crazy thing about the minister is that the minister is a man just like we all are, but he has a truth that needs to be heard from someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He has it. He has some truth that needs to be heard from, you know, from him. You know what I mean? And I believe that in any man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is if he's a Christian, a Muslim, an atheist, whatever he is, he has a truth that needs to be heard because that's all he can be true to is himself. He can't be true to anybody else.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So many people run around here fake. What all they're doing is being fake to themselves. It's like relationships. It's like, okay, so you in a relationship with a chick or a dude or whatever it is. You know, now this whole gay stuff, whatever, you know, it's normal now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, if you cheating on your partner, significant other, you know me, I like pussy, so my chick. You know what I mean? So, just say I cheat. Okay. Now, she doesn't know what's going on. So when I get home, you know, how was your day, baby? Whatever. You know, oh, it was good, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. She goes to sleep. Now, think about this. Who am I lying to? Her or myself?
Yourself.
Yourself. It's all about yourself.
Damn.
Because if you've been true to yourself, you come in and be like, shit, I just knocked the shit out of, you know what I'm saying, candy down the street, man. I had a great day.
Yeah.
Then I got a nut. Good night, baby. You feel me?
Yeah.
Can she deal with that truth? Probably not. Can you handle with telling her the truth? Probably not. So what you do? You lie. So all these other motherfuckers do the same. All of us do the same shit. We lie about who we are. We lie about what we believe in. We lie about what we stand up for. It's just like people got mad at people for when they asked about, oh, the gay marriages and this and this and that and that and this. Well, people came out and told the truth about what their belief system was. They didn't tell the truth about how, you know, they wasn't saying that they're against it, but don't ask somebody what their opinion is and be mad at the answer.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It don't, because the thing about all these things in life, bro, is this. And we talked about it earlier. That's what they're going through. Why are you giving me power to speak on how they should be living their life? It don't matter to me.
That's not your problem.
Well, that's their problem.
That is their
It is
problem.
so.
Funk, beta, you know, Fahrenheit. What? Coming with that understands from the Simplex 2 album. to understand the Sacramento vet. Funk Beta. Coming with Understands from the Simplex 2 album. Yeah.
It might be hard for people to understand it, and it's not that no one's against what nobody's doing. Everybody wants to be this. I don't have a problem with nobody doing, I don't have a problem with a person being gay. You know why? Because if he's gay and he's walking around like that being gay, I just want to know, be true to yourself. I don't got a problem with it. It's just when you a down low motherfucker. I got a problem with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's your problem. Because that's their thing. You know what I'm saying? Why does it gotta bother me?
Yeah.
See, you're talking about something that's a preference to someone and their lifestyle that happens behind closed doors or whatever they see in a situation to where they get by and live with life, but they're dealing with the truth of themselves, bro. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It don't matter if they're dealing with the truth of themselves. It's hard to set yourself free from. It's hard to set yourself free from situations, homie, when you're not true to yourself, man.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just hard, man. It's not our place to judge, man. Nobody, man. But that we do it every day, man.
Damn.
You know what I mean? But it's not our place. Because the universe is going to do that anyway,
Damn.
Whatever your actions are, is going to be a reaction. People get upset. People are going to say about reality shows and this and this and that. These people in business to make money, man.
Damn.
You can be caught up on it. You can laugh at it like a motherfucking joke. Like a motherfucker with a level head do. Look at it for entertainment. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It don't change lives. It ain't why the young girls is flipping out. No, they was gonna do that anyway. Because guess what? They're raised by the auntie and the mama that want to have her ass out on Facebook.
Uh-oh.
You know what I mean?
Uh-oh. Damn.
It ain't the reality show.
Okay. The Guardian has more influence than the reality show. The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay.
That's the scapegoat.
Okay.
Let's blame gangbanging on hip hop, but they was gangbanging before hip hop was invented. Let's blame all the ratcheting that's going on the reality show, but they was ratchet before. That's why you entertained by it, because it's something that what you can relate to.
Damn.
Or you intrigued with.
Yeah.
Stop it.
You've seen from a distance.
Stop it. Teach people that's entertainment. Stop perpetuating. Stop stirring the pot. Because people are opportunists. That's why they're like that on the shows. Because somebody taught them to be like that, man. Somebody taught the basketball wives to be basketball wives. To go for dudes with money. They already was like that. That's why it's a form for that. That's why it's a premise to the show. They've been acting like that. Stop saying it's making somebody do some kind of way. It's not.
Oh, man. Damn. So like you said, it starts with
but
the
these people so smart, they're so smart that they never sit back and use common sense. To say, this has always been here. All this shit has always been here.
First Degree The D.E. You picked the wrong day to piss me off. Look me in my face, though. Hello, my friend. What's up with it? I roll with the two blazes. $2. Blunts for the dollar. In the ghetto liquor store in the town, blunts is $3 for the dollar. $2. right now was First Degree The D.E. with You Picked the Wrong Day to Piss Me Off from the album Look Me in My Eyes.
Girl, that's what we gonna do now.
They just figured out what? First Degree, how to make some money.
Money, damn. That's exactly.
All come down to the money, man.
That's exactly.
Sorry
right.
to tell you, they just figured out how to make some money off of it.
Man, off your monkey ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's all they did. I know you want to believe that. I know you want to believe the Easter Bunny and Bigfoot and Loch Ness Monster, but and that's the reason why your kids are going half crazy because of a reality show. No, that was going to be going half crazy anyway. The food is bad. School is bad.
Damn.
You know, people influence you. People on all kind of other stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You letting other people raise your kids. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no real point of view. Your ass out on Facebook, all kinds of shit.
Damn.
You know?
Yeah.
And I ain't saying nothing wrong with models doing their thing on Facebook. I'm talking about people who on Monday, who on Sunday talking about praising the Lord and I just left the church. And on Saturday night, they turned up with a skirt so short at the club.
Yeah.
But I guess that's their truth, though, First Degree. You know, don't let me sound like a hater. Because if you got a nice body, you know, got a nice ass and a nice rack, you know what I mean? Hey, I like to see it, too. Don't get me twisted. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it is the truth.
You know, 25 to 45. I like to see it. You know what I mean? But hey, you know, but don't blame it on the reality show.
Right.
Please don't do that. Mr. Intellectual, don't do that. You can look, you can pop on the motherfucking computer screen every day and see what influences motherfuckers.
Damn.
Themselves. Their own environment. You know.
Yeah. Uncle Johnny, what he's doing got more influence than Flavor of Love.
You goddamn right.
But like you said earlier, we, out of all the folks, we the most folks that want to point the finger and not just look at ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Okay, does the Italian community blame the Sopranos or Jersey Shore on their community? No. And every time somebody do it, anybody that do it, they have to face the harsh reality of what the reality is.
First Degree The D.E. is schlumpulicious with
So
right
many
and wrong.
delectables, walking the line between angels and trolls.
From LA to Seattle, West Coast popping the most, where I most skedaddle. So criminal, I got message up front, yet subliminal. Like pain got me out of my element. That's rap cheese, but I smell it. I was your secret, midnight desire. Perched up in the tree, D.E. crushing tiger. We was one-on-one, fake took place. Now act out my bidding. My hell, oblivion. My name must be known throughout civilian. My hell, when I'm living in now, can only be resolved by the masses bow. You can't keep pace. I got my cleats laced for this power chase. I'm all in, conspiring in my darkest of cauldron. I've heard them say I'm bold, in your face, cold, detached. Exploiting girls, best is my billboard. How is it wrong? It's helping me settle more.
So addicted to power, don't know the difference from right and wrong. So addicted to power,
Time survivor.
don't know the difference from right and wrong.
For real, why do I do this? For the global influences. So damn extreme, right and wrong, I'm in the middle. Pure, dark, bend the rules a little. I follow God, get the devil, watch close. Seems I got his interest most. I don't want your view. Life is bliss when you do what others should do. Lord of the underground, strip tight. Keeping on these bus I'm writing. Hate to spend, like to make money, like a bargain. So I travel the nation, explaining my jargon. Girl, I'm in your life to make you giggle, make your mind sharp and whittle. D.E. barbarian, up in arms, get your kill scared again.
So addicted to power, don't know the difference from right and wrong.
As I feel you
So addicted to power, don't know the difference from right and wrong.
Look at that. Right and wrong, need to see my pastor. Heaven or hell, where will I go after? Jiminy Cricket. frigates, they off they spigots. Can you dig this? Niggas and nigglets. Do I cross the line to make your mind die as I fill you with glee? Quick combination of full throttle, last link to the movement. Disco colossal, new D.E. album. I'm more excited than you. When it has a structure, you will, but up to it. You think you're superior when you talk of others, yet in your interior lies flock of feathers. Foot on the gas ever since last Christmas. Must be the winners, show most Christmas. You ain't need those here on D.E. Island.
Things gon' get violent, though. So addicted to power. Don't know the difference from right and wrong. So addicted to power. Don't know the difference from right and wrong.
Decisions to make my decisions. Living on chance, 50 gallon and chassis. Too damn advanced, too nasty. The devil came to me, said I'll give you world power. All I need is my bidding for an hour. I decline, but every now and then I think the world would benefit on the D.E. dictatorship. Looms through your hood reverse. These busts are dispersed. They told you watch for dangers. Tears are into your chambers. William boys got some deploys. Running through the deal, make up all the noise. Ain't don't even kill. Get your hood peeled open.
So addicted to power. Don't know the difference from right and wrong. So addicted to power. Don't know the difference from right and wrong. So addicted to power. Don't know the difference from right and wrong. So addicted to power. Don't know the difference from right and wrong. So addicted to power. Don't know the difference from
That was
right
First
and
Degree The
wrong.
D.E.
So
Sky,
addicted to
the Slumby Liquor.
Don't know the
The single,
difference from right
right
and
and
wrong.
And like I said, First Degree, it don't matter, man. You know, the only thing you can control is what's in your control. You know, I would love to be a guy that makes any kind of record that I want to, an artist to make any kind of record that I want to make.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I have to be responsible for whatever may come from that record that I make.
Yeah.
You know, and I can't hide behind different things or let people judge me in a certain way because that's not their position. You know, I have to stand for, like, if I'm an intelligent black man, an innovative individual, I have to stand for that. You know, no matter what that 5-minute record says. You know, I have to come on your show and talk like an intelligent person.
Yeah.
You know, about things and have commentary and have good and base things on having morals.
Right.
You know, and knowing that things are put in perspective. You know, if you're caught up and you're addicted to something that's taking you away from your normal way of being, then that's a problem. You know, I don't care if it's meth or porn. You feel me? It's the same.
Yeah.
If you can't function as a regular person, you know, that means something is wrong within you. There's an imbalance within you at that point.
Yeah.
Addictive behavior, when we look at addictive behavior, that's by habit. That's something that you're doing that now is taking form in your normal life. Working out, doing drugs, watching porn, this and that. When it becomes something that's like, it's all of your life, and everything you're doing is about, you know, I need to shoot steroids, I need to do this, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
But we're all looking for some type of attention in a certain way, you know. And when people aren't honest with themselves, I don't mean to get deep about things, you know, because, you know, we can keep it just a song 3 on the new album, and we can talk about politics and just regular social stuff. Life,
this is what...
I'm cool with that, you know what I mean?
No.
But I understand people do certain things within this business and walking around every day. You know what I'm saying?
Watch out now. All right. New Fahrenheit artists, OG and the Ascension team with Biofeedback featuring Lucy Lou from the album Speak in Tones.
It comes me, G, all my tricks on me, This is pre-recorded though absorbs life force from the source of your cerebral cortex. Push your belly button inwards again, touch the melody functions when you comprehend to transcend something. Push your belly button inwards again, touch me. Push your belly button inwards again, touch me. Push your belly button. No one need that. Fire fever. No one need that. Fire fever. No one need that. Fire fever. No one need that. Fire fever.
That's that new Fahrenheit. Is cool. Is it cool? Alright. That's OGL, also known as OG and the Ascension Team. You know, with biofeedback featuring Lucy Lou from Germany from the Speaking Tones album. Be after that. Let me see what's getting dead right now. Did you sing what's getting dead right now? I want to thank my guest, Code 187 from the Above the Law, aka Big Hutch. Glad you were part of this, you know. The Fahrenheit record moving information forward, empowering the people. Because they can't stop this. You gotta do all your major medias and get all your whippity whams and your old monies and your nifty knots, but in the end it's about the people and you can't stop the truth. Fahrenheit is a locomotive on its way to the top because it's the truth, and the truth rise. What we saying is real important then. Sacramento, California, worldwide. Brazil, Japan, Switzerland, Poland, Russia, the motherland, Africa, Cape Verde, South Africa, Philippines, the Philippines, United Kingdom. So it's a whole movement of truth seekers. This was a special episode. Gave me a chance to introduce you to the new wave of Fahrenheit. Canada, Miss Jones. That United Nations crucial point, mathematics down. They so meticulous with what they doing, bringing hip hop back. Glad they part of the team. You know crucial point since the beginning, so you're already in the mix. All right. Also that OGL, aka OG and the Ascension Team. Biofeedback. See, it's genius music. You've been seeing him in the FU Falls and the animation and genius music, grown folk music. Grown folk music. You know, we also coming with that funk beta simplex 2 and 3. Gave you a piece of that. This is kind of like a catch you up on thing episode. And that Lynch and D.E collection album. All that. First Degree The D.E. Fahrenheit hour. First Degree The D.E. Fahrenheit hour. First Degree The D.E. First Degree The D.E.